huh?
Yeah, I just never get tired of watching those.
I could watch that over and over. That's right. Beautiful sight.
Beautiful
You've
sight.
been nearby, too.
I've seen 1 or 2 launches. And
I've been in Florida, and every time I'm there, nothing happens. Except it rains.
Except it rains. I don't think we're going to see any rain here in the valley today, but we
No.
will pick up a lot of wind. Right now outside our studios, the wind is out of the southeast at 23 miles per hour. Humidity is 61%, and the pressure is holding steady. Hold on to your hats. The forecast is coming up.
And welcome back to News for the Morning, 20 minutes until the top of the hour. The answer is not Ward Cleaver. I know that.
Hardly.
Kind of a trick question. I think it's Robin. I just think...
Well, no, that was...
No.
Well, you're partial. You're right, but you're not right. I think the name was Dick Grayson. Yep.
Well, see, I get half credit. See, kids at school today, you know, if you get kind of it half right, tell your teacher, I get half credit.
It never worked for me.
And not for me either. Well, I knew it was not Ward Cleaver.
No, that's an entirely different show. Let's get to weather. Right now across the valley, we're looking at temperatures in the upper 70s. Humidity's at 91%, the pressure's holding steady, and our winds are out of the south at about 12 to 18 miles per hour. Hurricane season is not over yet, and just to prove it, Mother Nature has brought us a tropical storm way out in the Atlantic Ocean, about 790 miles to the east-southeast of Bermuda. Right here is Tropical Storm Florence. Yesterday afternoon became a depression, last night a tropical storm, and continues at tropical storm strength, cruising off right now towards the northwest. Winds inside Florence are about 40 miles per hour. We're not looking for a great deal of strengthening, but we are looking for it to continue to cruise off towards the west-northwest. Not any threat to Bermuda or the United States at this point, but we do need to keep our eye on it. Here's the particulars on Florence right now. Again, cruising off towards the northwest at 7 miles per hour, winds 40 miles per hour. Here in the U.S., we're keeping our eye on what's making its way on into the state of Texas. A lot of moisture from the Pacific still, combining with a lot of moisture from the Gulf of Mexico. All of this is going to begin to clash with a cold front, which is starting to make its way into the state of Texas. So we may see some severe thunderstorm activity anywhere from the hill country on up towards the Dallas area. Already some fairly nasty thunderstorms popping up in the Plains states, and we're watching yet another storm making its way into the Pacific Northwest. So they're talking about some more rain and snow in Washington and Oregon today. Let's take a look at a radar here, and we'll see quite a bit of shower activity through the Plains states on up to the Midwest towards the Great Lakes. And we've got a severe thunderstorm watch in effect until later this morning, as we're expecting to see more thunderstorms flare up, and they'll probably we'll see a lot more activity in Texas before the day is over. Here's the fronts right now. There's the big winter storm that's been making life miserable for many folks in Wyoming, Colorado, and picking up some snow in the mountains of New Mexico as well. Here in the state of Texas, we're going to start to see some freezing temperatures probably tonight in some of the most northern areas of the Panhandle. They've issued a freeze warning for several of the counties up there. Again, a lot of moisture ahead of this cold front, and it's going to begin to clash with this as it makes its way through the state, and so we're probably going to start to see the thunderstorm activity flaring up as the day progresses. We're not looking to see this front pass through the valley until probably tomorrow morning. It's beginning to slow down just a little bit, but by tomorrow afternoon we do expect it to see it out in the Gulf of Mexico, but behind it we're still going to continue probably with a flow of moisture from the Pacific Ocean, and that's going to ride up over the cooler air, and so we're probably going to remain mostly cloudy through most of the day, maybe even on into Sunday, with about a 30% chance of rain showers tomorrow. For today, we're looking for our rain chances to increase to about 20% tonight. Temperatures, though, by noon into the upper 80s, and a mixed bag of mid and upper 80s by 5 o'clock. Once these heavy winds begin to die down after the sun goes down, that's when we'll probably really begin to see our chances of rain increase, maybe a shower or two around game time this afternoon. And over the next several days, again, I indicated about a 30% chance of rain showers tomorrow with mostly cloudy skies, and there's a pretty fair chance we're going to end up with some overrunning rain again on Sunday. Hopefully by late in Sunday we'll begin to start to clear the skies out, and then Monday and Tuesday aren't shaping up too bad. If you're heading to the coast, small craft advisory is in effect again for today. We've got those winds making life interesting. Rough conditions expected on the bay seas, 5 to 8 feet. The surf temperature at 78 degrees.
What comes to mind when you think of the Rio Grande Valley Livestock Show in Mercedes?
For some, it's the animals, the entertainment, or maybe the carnival.
But for News 4's Craig Verley, he thinks of food. He joins us live from the stock show in Mercedes with some food for thought. Craig.
That's right, Ben. There is lots of food for thought here. That's partially because once you come through the gates, you see this long line of food booths that has a variety of food. And since I love to eat, we decided to check this place out. This line of mini restaurants is a gastronomic delight, offering main courses, side dishes, and desserts, some of which are imports.
Bavarian roasted almonds.
Now, what makes it a Bavarian roasted almond?
We have a cooker from Germany.
They do this on the street corner in Germany. They cook these almonds in this big copper kettle, and people come up and just buy them.
Feel like some seafood? How about catfish on a stick?
I got catfish. There it is right there. Now just take a little bite of that.
Take a bite?
Pinch your bite off.
Okay.
Okay, now get ready to have a fit.
He's right. It is pretty good. A little further down was something called tripas. I hope it tastes better than it looks. Intestines. Let's just say it's an acquired taste. Now, everyone claims to have the best of whatever they serve, but they couldn't tell me what made their delicacy the best. Well, what's your secret?
Well, if we told you, I could tell you, but then I'd have to kill you.
And of course, no show like this would be complete without cotton candy and, of course, candy apples. And I've got a question for you. Just what is cotton candy?
You have no idea.
Now, in all fairness to that gentleman, once we turned off the camera, he did say that cotton candy is 99% sugar. What the other 1% is a mystery to me still. Now, of course, the Livestock Show will continue tonight through Sunday with lots of things to do outside of a food binge. Now, I think it's about time that I went to find myself an antacid. Ben, Lisa?
Folks across the valley are still asking the $37 million question. Who won last Wednesday's lotto drawing?
State lottery officials say two McAllen men have come forward to claim the prize. Their names will be announced at a news conference tomorrow morning in Austin, but rumors about the winners are rampant. The winning ticket was sold at the Town and Country store in McAllen. That's where our Craig Verley is. Craig, I understand the small store is drawing customers from all over the valley.
That's right, and owners here at the Town and Country store say that their sales have about doubled since last Wednesday. However, a check with lotto officials in Austin still shows that this is the #2 store in terms of lotto ticket sales here in the state of Texas. Owners here say that they've been selling between 10,000 and 12,000 tickets a day since Saturday. To give you an idea of how much the sales have impacted this little store, before lotto they employed only 3 people. Now that number stands at 19, plus 2 off-duty police officers for traffic control on the busiest days. And this is one of the busier days due to the $10 million lotto prize and the fact that this store has sold 2 winning tickets so far this year. Joining me now live is one of the owners of the store, Mr. Tim Potter. I appreciate you taking time out of your busy day today. I understand that since the winners were announced last week that the rumor mill has just been running overtime about the winners. What are some of the rumors you've heard?
Oh, we've had everything from the Mayor Otto-Brand had the ticket, a priest had it, even myself. They were saying that I was holding the ticket. So hopefully tomorrow morning we can put all the rumors aside and we'll find out who actually has the ticket.
Now, have you been contacted yet by the winners about the truck that you offer to people that buy the winning ticket here?
No, not yet. We haven't really been contacted by anybody except from the state saying that yes, somebody did turn in a ticket. There was 2 people involved in it, and they're trying to get one or the other to claim it, and they're trying to remain anonymous.
Okay, now I know that there's another nasty rumor that we probably need to dispel at this point too, and that is about the previous lotto winner from this location, and that nasty rumor is that he is dead.
No, he is not dead. My dad ate breakfast with him last week. We gave him the title to his truck, and he is not dead. I think he's been killed about 10 times already, but he's alive and well, and I'm sure he's having fun with all his money.
Okay, thanks for joining us this evening, Mr. Potter. I'll let you get back to work.
Thank you.
I know you're keeping very busy these days.
We're trying to.
Okay, and you can tell by the steady flow both inside and outside. The parking lot over here in front of the store is very crowded, as well as the parking lot across the street. And that's because people are hoping that lightning will strike a 3rd time, and I must admit that the temptation has been a little too great, and I had to do it myself. Ben, Carrie? Choreographer Tad Tadlock began putting the Miss USA delegates through their routines first thing this morning. She has been Miss USA's choreographer for 10 years. In the next 2 weeks, the group must learn 2 big production numbers and parade patterns for other parts of the pageant. Tadlock says teaching the girls is easier in this era because people are dancing more than they were back in the days of the twist.
But it still takes a lot of hard work to get everybody going together, you know, and but we have fun and we end up liking it and they have a good time, and it does come together fast.
In 9 days, Tadlock hopes to move the rehearsals into here. Things are really beginning to come together here in the convention hall. These huge light trusses are being hoisted up into place. The stage is beginning to take shape, and in the back, the announcer stand is being put in place. Marty Brooks is the executive producer for the Miss USA pageant. He says work on the show stage is on schedule, and by the end of next week, all of this should look a lot more like a big budget theater. Brooks also says the size of the convention center was a challenge in designing the production.
While looking at the convention center, you would think the ceiling is high enough, but for the type of show we're putting on, it's really not. So instead of having scenery that goes up, we're having scenery that slides in and out of the show.
When the delegates do take the stage for the show, they will share the spotlight with country star Doug Stone for one of the production numbers. Until then, the crew and the delegates alike have a lot of work to do. Craig Verley, News 4.